Hi and welcome to the journey home. I'm Carl and this is Dylan, and let's jump right into it. This will be a pretty quick video just to cover two things. Firstly, the really positive progress that we've made, and the second is a little bit less exciting but a bit of a nightmare that we're having with Auckland Council. But let's start with the positive. We're in the second week now in our long-term rental, and some of the most basic things are so glorious. It's so nice to not be living out of a suitcase. Like, I genuinely have an idea of what's clean and what's not without having to do the old sniff test, which is great. Everything's on hangers, everything has a place. We can make plans more than a week in advance. It's easier to buy our food, it's easy to get our mail. Like, our friends know where we live so we can hang out with them. So it's been a really cool couple of weeks. The week last week was topped off for me with a catch up with my daughter Amelia. She's 13, she lives in Paeroa with her mum, stepdad and stepsister, so we roll the blended family scenario. And because of what's happened, we haven't been able to see her for close to 2 months. So we had an awesome time down in Tauranga. I picked her up, we went to Tauranga, we had lunch, we did a bit of shopping, we watched a movie, and it was just really cool to hang out again and have some fun. So that was really cool. It felt like we were almost back to normality. The cool thing is that, being in a rental now, she can come up here. I'm in her room at the moment, and so she has somewhere to stay. On the house side as well, there's good news. EQC, the government agency that figures out how much you're going to get paid or not, they've turned up and viewed the house. They've sent a drone over as well. And at the end of last week, they had started the report that will eventually tell us what we're going to get paid or not. And it was just nice to know that it had been started, that it has a priority to it. So that's good news. The challenge, however, is with Auckland Council, in particular one person, and his name is Mr. Wayne Brown. So Wayne Brown is our beloved mayor, and he has refused to provide people who are moved from their homes and red-stickered with any rates relief. What they have done is they put in place a relief fund, and it's a really good thing for people who are close to the breadline and really struggling financially. They can apply to get some relief, and I think it's great that they're doing that. Unfortunately, though, they should still be providing rates exemptions, I feel, or at least a little bit of rates relief, because they're asking people to apply to the relief fund to then pay them back their own money. And all they're doing at their end is creating more administration, which is obviously going to cost them more and people and time. And then they're putting more administration on people at the moment who are really under duress. So while they're hiding behind this, we're doing something, it really just seems to lack any understanding or empathy. It actually seems a bit callous, and I've been in touch with them a number of times, and I actually got an email from a council employee who said that they couldn't provide a rates exemption to us because we would then be a burden on other rates payers, which was a bit of a kick in the teeth. And what I did note is that we would be paying rates for the property we own, and we are very likely covering the rates when we pay rent in this place. So we are paying rates probably twice, and we're doing it at the time when we are under the most duress. If that doesn't show a lack of empathy, I really don't know what does. So I do want to note that I'm targeting this at council's decision makers. Apart from that one email that I've had, everyone else in the front line of council have been brilliant. Their staff have been so responsive and so empathetic and just really, really nice to talk to. They get it. They're being genuinely good human beings and deserve a massive shout out. So on the other part, I guess it'd be nice to hear the mayor stand up and support the citizens of Auckland. Particularly for myself, I've lived here and contributed to the city for 40 years. But I guess, it's Wayne's world, and we're just living in it. So apart from that, we're in a really positive space. We are about to head off down to New Plymouth, where Sarah is going to walk 50 kilometres, the Oxfam Trail Walk for charity, which is cool but super insane. And we're starting to pack tonight, so all of our gear's there, and we're getting into go mode, and that's keeping us really excited. Now, I have heard the requests for more Dylan. He's only in the back of this video, but I will make sure he is more front and center where I can. And also for Sarah to jump on a video. So in the next video, I'll do the promised thank you list. That might be a bit longer because there's a hell of a lot of them to do. And both Sarah and I will be in it, and we'll make sure that Dylan makes an appearance too. So thanks for watching the journey home. And we'll catch you in the next one.